2024. It is the year that is void of hope for film photography. It's not looking too good. Maybe Harman will come out with another color film. Alright, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So, it's not Monday, but I have some news. Kind of. Not really. More or less a correction on something I said in Monday's news video, which was going over the Kodak Alaris being purchased by a private equity firm. And at some stage in that video, I was saying, like, well, at the very least, Fuji's going to be bringing back color film production in China. So, like, that's something to look forward to. But that being said, Fuji is starting to develop film in China. So maybe that will change things as well. There's a lot to really discuss there, and that's something I've been kind of seeing here and there online. Felt fairly confident enough to state that. And then I received a comment that was like, oh, Fuji's not actually bringing it back, they're just recanning stuff. And I was like, I hope that's not true. And I thought, at the very least, let me look into it, because if that's the case, I want to issue, more informative news, better research news, so on and so forth. And I think what stopped me from looking into it in the first place is I just seen rumblings and I guess the headlines of like, oh, Fuji's going to be back and producing film in China. I was just hoping that that was the case. They're just going to bring back the film. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And I should have known better. Okay, I should have. That's on me. It's 2024. It is the year that is void of hope for film photography. But in my mind, I was like, maybe. But no, I should have known. So I'm man enough to admit I was wrong. But there's really not definitive information on the internet. Something I've seen come up is that Fujifilm, much like other Japanese businesses, seems to follow the more opaque practice of business, which is not really sharing a lot of information, which fine by them, I suppose, makes it a little bit difficult to discuss these things. So it's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors, but I'll go over the facts that I have pulled up here. Yeah, it doesn't sound great. Doesn't sound great. So basically, Fuji is partnering with Yes Star. Yes, with like an exclamation star. That's a Chinese-based company that's kind of more known for producing X-ray film. Allegedly, they created and released some kind of point-and-shoot thing, 35mm point-and-shoot camera that I think is only being sold in China. How this is looking is that Fuji's looking at Yes Star as a potential producer of film and potential distributor of film in China. So that's important. The other thing that was noted is that in images that were released to the Chinese equivalent to Instagram, a lot of people noted that that looks a lot like what Kodak bulk film looks like the sheets. And so it's alleged that Yes Film is going to just be recutting and recanning Kodak film under like the C200, C400 guys that Fuji has been doing now for a little bit. So that's great. They're not making new film. Allegedly, they might be, but that's like the speculation part. So they might be doing that, which I got wrong. Again, trying to be hopeful. But regardless of if they're making new film or not, so far as I know, Yes Star doesn't have the ability to distribute stateside or really outside of China. And even if they can, which they might be able to, but even if they can, I don't think that that's the intent. I think that Fuji is noticing a backup in the recanning of film in Rochester, so they're taking it upon themselves to find a new producer of that process and the distribution just directly into the Chinese market, because I don't know if Kodak sells there or not. It's complicated, but basically Fuji's not going to be producing film anymore, and even if it is, it's just going to be directly to the Chinese market, so that means no film for us, so that's a big bummer. And I thought I would just kind of clock in real quick here on a late evening news catch-up. And then also, real quick, going back to the Chinese film thing, there was another Chinese film company, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they were producing black and white film, which allegedly is the Orwa Wolfen film. So that's cool. And then there is AGFA. AGFA Color is back in Germany and like other European markets. But that might be being produced by the same people that make the Wolfen NC400, NC500, which is another company called, I never remember their name off the top of my head, Innoviscote, which I believe that's a German-based company, but they do Loma Metropolis and the Wolfen film. But there's a Chinese company that is making black and white film, but it's just recanning other Wolfen film products. And then allegedly, again, going back to all this alleged stuff, but Lucky, which is a Chinese film company, they are testing the market, and depending on how that all, whatever that process goes, they could have a new color emulsion released before 2025, which would be kind of great because who knows? This is kind of older news. This is from May, I suppose. Manufacturer was talking about doing the market research, evaluating demand and stuff like that, and talking about acquiring materials and all this in the article, which was interesting. But then I think the main thing that's kind of sticking out to my mind is if Fuji's like making the move to start producing film in China and to sell it in that market space or whatever, and again, producing, just recutting Kodak film, but selling it in that space, I think that would go to show that there is some kind of market in China, which might incentivize Lucky to produce some stuff. That is, if they are going to produce stuff and not just do what everyone else seems to be doing, which is canning other people's film. I don't know. It's kind of a whole mess, and I think the problem is there's more speculation than information right now. And I know that I'm adding to that by like making these videos, but I do think it's interesting to at least discuss. I do think speculation's important, and I do think it also like adds greater context to how things go, because I think, you know, as a person involved in the space to whatever capacity, I do feel like having an opinion on it is something that's important, even if that doesn't really carry much weight at all, but also helping guide the audience here to make more informed purchasing decisions, or at least have a greater respect and appreciation for the companies that are out there trying to make stuff happen. I don't really fault Fuji, again, because I can't imagine that producing film with the whatever environmental regulations that Japan has, I can't imagine that's super easy. And I think that if their X100 camera series is as profitable as I imagine it is, then why would they waste their time? And even with like the Instax stuff, I just can't imagine they're not making hand over fist money with that. So why waste their time with film, which I would love, I'm sure you would love, but if it's just cheaper to buy up bulk things and of other people's film, not have to worry about the production of it on your side, just cut it, throw it in a can and sell it for the same price that you would sell film that you spent a lot more money developing yourself, then yeah, like that's again a business practice that makes the most sense. But as a consumer, kind of getting worryingly close to that monopoly status, and I don't know, it's a very interesting time. Harman might come out with that new color film stock. Still waiting on the ADOX color mission, the Helios film, to come out. I've not heard anything about that. Again, it was like a 3-speed, really weird tinted film, so not really holding my breath on that, like being the savior. But if they can, like, you know, make more consistent products, that'd be cool. And yeah, I guess that's kind of where I'll leave it today. I goofed up on the Fuji thing. I apologize about that. Let me know in the comments down below if I missed anything. If you heard anything else, please share that with others. I'm sure they would love to hear that. Again, this is just based off of a little bit of research I've done, but it's not looking too good. And I gotta say, I'm pretty bummed about the whole situation, but it is what it is. Prediction time. I don't think Fuji's going to make film ever again, really. I just don't think that that's in the cards. From a financial standpoint, from their end, I don't know like the specifics. I'm just not seeing it. I can't foresee this as making any kind of sense for them. So I think ultimately they're probably going to pivot out of that, and is what it is, I suppose. So yeah, on that dour note, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one.